Hi guys, my name is Ishant. In the previous video we discussed about the Portugal squad, and in this particular video we are going to discuss about the Spain national team. We are going to analyze them, review them and make their playing 11. So if you like the video, please like it and subscribe the channel. So let's move to the video. Yeah. So this is a squad of the France team of basically Luis de la Fuente, who's the coach of Spain. Spain lost a Nations League versus Portugal in the penalties. Though some people are saying that they didn't have the best players, Spanish players uh, like Carvajal and this and that. Yep. So let's see the goalkeepers. I think in goalkeeping section, Spain has the best goalkeepers. Like in the Nations League, if you look at the Nations League, Unai Simon was the goalkeeper in the entire Nations League. David Raya, probably the best goalkeeper in this entire year. David Raya, clean sheets, very good. I mean, won the Premier League with Arsenal, and John Garcia won La Liga, won Super Copa. No, he won Copa del Rey with Barcelona. So John Garcia is also good. So they have got a very good lineup. I mean, goalkeepers. So Unai Simon, I don't know where Unai Simon's playing. So let's see where does Unai Simon play. He does play in La Liga. I know that Unai Simon. Unai Simon plays at Athletic Bilbao. Okay, so he plays for Athletic Bilbao. So as I was saying that Unai Simon was starting in the Nations League, but I think that in this particular World Cup, uh, in this particular David Raya is gonna be the goalkeeper of Spain national team. If you look at the goalkeepers, as I said, absolute all three goalkeepers are absolute good. Anybody can start. Every every goalkeeper is a starter. If you look at John Garcia, who's from Barcelona, he can be starter. David Raya is the ultimate starter. He will be the starter, and Unai Simon also. So even if David Raya gets injured, you have John Garcia. Even if John Garcia gets injured, you have Unai Simon. I will rate them a 10 or 9 goalkeeping. In a goalkeeping session, they are so fantastic. In the previous video, I discussed about the Portugal squad. They didn't have the depth in goalkeeping, and in the first video, I discussed about the France squad. They also don't have this kind of quality in goalkeeping. The quality of goalkeepers that Spain have is absolutely good. David Raya, Arsenal, best season. John Garcia, Barcelona, maybe the second choice goalkeeper, and Unai Simon maybe the third choice goalkeeper. So I don't seem to have any problem with Spain's uh, goalkeeping. So a 10 or 9 for Spain goalkeeping. I'm gonna rate that a 10 or 9. So yes, defenders. Pedro Puro, right back, plays for Tottenham Hotspur. So Tottenham Hotspur had a very bad season this year. They were fighting relegation battle, and they were it. They finished, I think, 17th or something. That is a shame because they are a big top six club. So I don't know. Marcus Llorente, Athletic, Atletico Madrid, also very good player. Marcus Llorente, Aymeric Laporte, Pau Barsi, Barcelona. Marc Pupil also plays for Atletico de Madrid. Eric Garcia plays for Barcelona. Marco Correa, Chelsea. Alejandro Grimaldo plays for Bayern Leverkusen. I don't know where Aymeric Laporte plays, so let's just see where does he play. Aymeric Laporte. Aymeric Laporte plays for Athletic Bilbao. Okay, so he plays for Athletic Bilbao. Current club is Athletic Bilbao. So again, I'm going to Spain squad. So I think who are going to be the centre backs and who are going to be the two full backs. I think there is no doubt that Marco Correa is going to be the left back of Spain national team. Uh, there are very questions regarding Marco Correa, like he is not physically that good, and if you see the Nations League final, you see that Ronaldo scored against Correa because Correa didn't manage to defend Ronaldo. He scored a header or something like that. Ronaldo, Correa didn't defend him as much, but as much as I have seen Kukurea, he is worth it. He performs in matches. If you look at the FIFA Club World Cup, Mark Kukurea was actually good in that particular competition. If you look at that, I think Mark Kukurea will be the left back. Mm, Pau Kubarsi, I'm not sure. I think Pedro Porro might be the right back, or Marcus Llorente is also a very good option. So you can chop and change. It depends on what Luis de la Fuente wants. If he wants Pedro Porro to start, what kind of tactics or what kind of formation or what player does suit in his system, he will going to play that player, Pedro Porro, Marcos Llorente. But I feel that Marcos Llorente, I prefer Marcos Llorente than Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro is also a good player, but Marcos Llorente, I don't think so. Marcos Llorente was playing in the Nations League, although he may be in the squad, but I don't think so. Pedro Porro, a good player, but I would start with Marcos Llorente. Eric Garcia may play as a centre back, and Pau Kubas. Mark Cuban is also a good option, but it's a bit tricky that who are gonna be the centre backs. Centre back position is looking so weak. Where is the experience? They don't have any kind of experience. I'm confused that who is gonna be the two centre backs. Is it gonna be Pau Kubasi and Mark Cuban? Is it gonna be Pau Kubasi and Eric Garcia? Who's gonna be? And even let's consider that Pau Kubarsi and Eric Garcia are the two centre backs. Pau Kubarsi is so young, and I have seen Pau Kubarsi making mistakes, taking red cards in important matches. So I'm not sure about that. Eric Garcia, fantastic player, he can do wonders, but I'm not also sure about his defending either. Mark Cubil may play Eric Garcia slash Mark Cubil, but I mean, fullbacks are pretty good. Marcus Llorente and Marco Correa. Although they are not good as Nuno Mendes and Chao Neves, but yeah. And the fullbacks are and the centre backs are also not giving me that kind of confidence. So I don't know, man. I think this defense is going to get a 10 or 7 rating. I think they have a weakness in the defending in the centre back position, that they don't have experience. They lack experience. Eric Garcia has an experience, but Pau Barsi doesn't have any experience. He can, I mean, he can do good as well, but in pressure situations, in important matches, I think he can fumble, and he it can cost uh, it can cost big. So yeah, but 10 on 7 to the defenders. Now we are going to move forward to the midfielders. In the midfield options, they have Rodrigo Hernandez. I don't know where does he play. We'll look at after. Martin Zubimendi is for Arsenal. Martin Zubimendi had a hot and cold season for Arsenal. When he signed for Arsenal, he played matches. Then he get dropped from the squad, and he was occasionally uh, he was being used occasionally by Mikel Arteta. Although Martin Zubimendi is a pretty good player. Pedri Gonzalez, world class top three midfielders. For somebody, he might be the best midfielder. Pedri Gonzalez, Barcelona. Fabian Ruiz, Paris Saint-Germain. Very good player also, Fabian Ruiz. Mikel Merino. I think Mikel Merino is underrated. Mikel Merino, the way he plays for Spain particularly, is so good. I watched a match versus Turkey where Mikel Merino was so good. Mikel Merino, Pablo Paez, Gavi. Gavi, I don't think so. Gavi might start or no. I'm not sure about that. Alex Baena, Atletico Madrid. Now I think Rodrigo Hernandez. Where does he play? Rodrigo Hernandez. Rodrigo Hernandez. Oh, so they are talking about Rodri. Sorry, my mistake. I didn't know that Rodri is Hernandez. Yeah, I was surprised because I only know that Rodri by his name Rodrigo Hernandez. So that was a bit confusing for me. So Rodri is gonna play. Depends what formation are they gonna play. If they are going to play 4-3-3 formation, they might go with three midfielders. They are going with four midfielders. Depends what kind of play style are they gonna play. But I think three midfielders is going to be enough, which is Rodri from Manchester City, Pedri from Barcelona. They can go with Fabian Ruiz, Mikel Merino, either of them. I will go with Mikel Merino, and you can go with Fabian Ruiz if Mikel Merino doesn't do good in the competition. Let's talk about midfield a bit more. Rodri was injured and he came in the season. Although City won some trophies, but he was not that good because of the injuries he had, ACL and this and that. It's I think after winning Ballon d'Or, Rodri is not the same Rodri that he used to be. But he will take time. He will, although he has so much experience, and I think he will put Martin Zubimendi may play as a substitute. Pedri Gonzalez, I don't think I have to talk so much about Pedri because everyone knows that he is a world class player. He can hold, he can do things, he can score. Yep. Although he's not an attacking midfielder like Jude Bellingham because Jude Bellingham scores many goals, more goals. But Pedri has a different kind of role. Fabian Ruiz also, as I said, you can chop and change between Fabian Ruiz and Mikel Merino. I will go with Mikel Merino just because his international records are so good. So for me, if you are gonna play these three midfielders, Rodri, Pedri, and Mikel Merino, I will give them a 10 on 9, 10 on 9 for me because the midfield is looking so good. It's just that Pedri, no, not a 10 on 9, sorry, 10 on 8 because the reason because his project didn't played uh, so much minutes in this particular season, and Mikel Merino also didn't play so much minutes in this particular season, although they are quality players. But that's the only reason I'm going to give them a 10 on 8. If Rodri would have played more in this season, I think Rodri and Mikel Merino, both of them could have played more in this season. I think I happily given them a 10 on 9. So the field is good. Until now, I think the only weakness of uh, Spain is the two centre backs they have. We are going to move to the forward line. Forward line. Mikel Oyarzabal plays for Real Sociedad. Well, Mikel Oyarzabal is underrated, bro. He scored versus Portugal. He does stuffs, and yeah, he scores. Ultimately, he scores. Most of the people don't talk about him because you have Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, so he get overshadowed or something like that. So, yep, so he plays a very important part because he's a striker, man. Lamine Yamal, there's so much talks about Lamine Yamal, like how will he perform in this particular World Cup? Will he win the Golden Boot? This and that. If he wins the World Cup, he will give him a Ballon d'Or. This that stuff. But I think he could do that. He can carry the team, Spanish team. He can do things, and expectations are meant to be happen with with a player like Lamine Yamal. But the thing is that will he deliver? Because the thing is that Lamine Yamal has won La Ligas and this and that, but in the pressure situations, now I will give you 3 to 4 matches where Lamine Yamal crumbled in pressure situation. If you look this year's Champions League where they got knocked out by Atletico Madrid, what was the performance of Lamine Yamal in that match? Second match is the Nations League final. That was a final. What was the performance of Lamine Yamal in that match? The third match I remember is Inter Milan. Was he good in the first leg? Yeah, I think he was. Sorry, I only remember these two matches because versus Inter Milan, I think Lamine Yamal gave all he was so good. I only remember two of the matches of Lamine Yamal. Although he's so young, so doesn't have that kind of experience in playing big matches, but you can bet on him. So yeah, Lamine Yamal, Barcelona. Ferran Torres, Barcelona. Borja Iglesias. Where does he play? Borja Iglesias. Borja Iglesias. Borja Iglesias. Oh, plays for Celta. Celta Vigo. He was also pretty good, Borja Iglesias in this particular 16 goals this season. This year, Iglesias. Wow. 16 GNA season is a very good season, man. Okay, now it makes sense that he is in the World Cup 11. It does make sense. Borja Iglesias. The stats are so impressive, man. If you are playing for Celta Vigo and you have this kind of stats, that means that you are doing something incredible. Danny Olmo, obviously, uh, plays for Barcelona. Victor Munoz, uh, I think he is being sold this year, Como or something like that, or any other club. Nico Williams also. Yep, Nico Williams, the finger, Athletic Bilbao. I don't see Nico Williams much this is. I don't follow particularly Athletic Bilbao, so I don't know. Jeremy Pino. Jeremy Pino, I think he was in Newcastle or he was in Newcastle. We don't have because I don't have so much to talk about the forward line because it's simple. Lamine Yamal in the right, uh, Nico Williams in the left, and you have Mikel Oyarzabal as a striker. So what you can do is that you can substitute Mikel Oyarzabal sometimes, or you can start Ferran Torres sometimes, and you can use Danny Olmo uh, or Yermi Pino as a substitute. So if I have to hit this forward line of Mikel Oyarzabal, Nico Williams, and Lamine Yamal, I'm going to give them a 10 on 8, a 10 on 8 forward line. So I have discussed all the aspects of the Spanish squad, the forward, the midfielders, the defenders, the goalkeepers. I'm going to talk about what is the strength of this team and what is the weakness of this team. The weakness of this team is their defense. They have good fullbacks, Marcus Llorente, Correa, and I don't know Pau Barsi or Eric Garcia, but I think so that it's a weakness. Pau Barsi, Eric Garcia, they are not giving me that kind of confidence. The strength of this squad is, I think, their goalkeeping and their forward line. Can Nico Williams? I think Nico Williams has to step up because Lamine Yamal alone cannot do wonders. You need someone to score along with yourself. And I have believe in Nico Williams because he is very good in dribbling and all that kind of stuff. So I think so that he could do good things. So the strength are goalkeeping and forward can work the midfield, but I have to see their starting one or two matches, then I can maybe get the confidence in the midfield. And the weakness is the defense. No, so now what are we gonna do is we are going to ChatGPT, and there we will be asking ChatGPT at what formation is Spain gonna play in this particular World Cup, and then after that we will be going to Footmob and we will create Spanish team like what will be their starting 11 for this particular World Cup. So let's go to ChatGPT now. ChatGPT. What formation is Spain going to play in this World Cup? So according to ChatGPT, Spain is going to play in the 4-3-3 formation. So let's go to foot mob now and create Spanish team. Spanish team. Okay, foot mob, playing 11. So in goal, I'm going with David Raya, David Raya. In the left back, I'm going with Llorente, Marcos Llorente. In the right back, I'm going with uh, sorry. Lorin, Mark Curia at the left back. Mark Curia. Lorente will be here. Two centre backs. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia. Then you can have Pau Kubarsi. In the midfield, you get Pedri, Rodri, Rodri, uh, Rodri, and Mikel Merino. Then you can have, I think, Mikel Oyarzabal, Nico Williams, Nico Williams, Lamine Yamal, Lamine Yamal. So this is my beginning 11 of the Spanish team, where in the goal we have David Raya, as left back we have Marco Correa, as a right back we have Marcos Llorente, goalkeeping Eric Garcia, Kubarsi. The only thing here can join this Mark Kubil can come here, or Mark Kubil can come in place of Eric Garcia, Rodri, Pedri, and Merino. I think uh, Merino might play and might not be play, but for me, I'm playing. I'm going with Merino, but I think so Fabian Ruiz may start. I prefer Merino, and this forward line with Nico at the left wing, Oyarzabal as a striker, Lamine Yamal as a right wing. You can use Ferran Torres as a striker if you want to. You can use Edmi Pino and everything you got. So yeah. So this is the end. If you like the video, please do like it and subscribe. We are going to meet in the next video with another country. So yes, bye.